and this is my channel about startups. And today I would like to talk about lead generation. I think lead generation is very important for every startup, even for every business, but especially for a startup. And I want to show you how I do outreach and generate leads. And I use Instantly as an instrument for that, but this is not any kind of advertising. There are different kinds of lead generation sources, like, for example, HubSpot, Salesforce, Apollo AI, IO. So you can use anything. I just want to show you kind of the logic behind. So maybe you know from my channel that I'm a co-founder at Via Delivery, and we do an IT solution that allows a pickup option for uh, for D2C brands when they sell something. For example, you shop online, you buy wine, and usually in the US it's a home delivery, door-to-door delivery, but we help brands offer a pickup, and we sell our solution to brands, obviously, and our like sweet spot is wine sector. So I will later show you our results more or less, but for now I want to show you the logic of creating a campaign to generate leads, to outreach potential targets. So as I've mentioned, I use Instantly, not an ad, absolutely. So basically, you need to start a campaign. Um, Let me see. I'm gonna close myself for a sec. So I want to start um, a new campaign, and let's call it my campaign two. And first of all, obviously, I need the leads themselves. And that's a different topic. Maybe I'll create another video about how I find leads. And please give me your reactions if you need that and if you are interested in that. So basically, I use different sources like Apollo IO and others from where I can pull leads. It's not free, you have to pay money for that, but you will get access to emails of your potential targets. Basically, for me, for example, it's wine sellers, online retailers, wineries. These are apparel brands like Nike or other apparel and shoes brands, electronics, and others. I pull these leads from some source, and I then add them here. It's usually a CSV file. Uh, you can upload Google Sheets. It doesn't matter. So at some point, you have leads in here. I'll show you um, a leads section in my other campaigns and how it looks like. So these are obviously emails. Uh, and names, and of course companies. That's all I need, basically emails and names and company name. And then when I have leads, I can start creating campaigns. Usually called sequences. So in here, I can create as many sequences for one email as I want, meaning that one person will get 5 or 7 or 10 emails from me on the same topic. And for example, I know that some people might be, uh, just surprised. 7 emails in the US. Outreach and sales are very proactive, and sending 7 emails is just fine. And from my experience, I can tell you that we got some clients that answered to our seventh or sixth email. Sometimes people write you back like stop, unsubscribe, and usually these systems like Instantly and others, they can recognize that and delete this account from the outreach. So you create sequences that you usually you prepare that in advance. For example, you use Words file or I don't know, whatever, and you build your sequence. Usually it's a there is some same idea, but you give it differently in different in this sequence in different emails. You change subject lines. You change I don't know, the pain that you want to underline. For example, in our case, why shoppers choose a pickup for several reasons. It can be the price. Our option is cheaper than home delivery. It can be that there is a porch piracy, theft, so packages are stolen. It can be, for example, in wine sector, that people need to be home to sign for alcohol, and they are not home, so uh, there is a second attempt and third attempt, and if they're not home 3 times, the wine will be sent back. So it's a pain, and we use these different pain points and we address them in one sequence, so we can, sometimes a potential client is thinking, oh yeah, that's a problem, but not a big problem. But then he gets or she gets a second email, and there is another pain they potentially have. So it's more convincing. So you can use a sequence, as I've mentioned. You can use several steps in one sequence, as I've mentioned, up to 10 steps. You can play with subject lines. That's very important, and very often startups and companies, they A/B test that, and they then analyze which subject worked better. So you play with subjects, because this is what people see and make a decision if they want to open the email or not. You play with the text inside, etc., etc., and then you can schedule your campaign when you want it to be sent. You also looked to the options, like, of course, you stop sending if there is a reply. We disable tracking because we believe that tracking adds, like the antivirus systems, they consider this tracking thing as a virus or spam, and they send your mails to spam. So we do not track the open rate. And also there is a daily limit, and you can put a different limit, but I suggest you consult GPT chat to about what's the limit of your emails, so you are not sent into spam folders. Usually I think it's 100 or 200 emails per day. You can also add different emails from which you want to send these sequences, and you can create several emails. Obviously, you don't have to use just one email. And also, what is cool about Instantly is that it's I'll show you. It's usually hits up your email accounts. It heats it up, warms it up, so they don't get into spam folders. And that's a good point about companies like Instantly. Obviously, it costs money, but when you create your emails, they are like zero. They have zero history, and spam definers can define it as spam. So it's very good to warm up emails, and Instantly is doing that. And I just want, and then, yeah, then when it's all done, you resume your campaign and you look at the response rate or any responses. I can show you that, for example, in wine sector, I just started quite a small campaign of 400 emails. That's all I got. It's a specific database for Shopify non-plus users. And I already have 21 replies. Some of them are like out of the office or changed my position, etc. And 2 opportunities, meaning that Instantly recognizes that there is a meeting set up. So out of 400 emails, 2 meetings, which I think is excellent. Absolutely not bad. I have a campaign for spirits as well, 14 replies, and also 2 meetings set. And these campaigns, they both just started. So the results might be even better, but I have to tell you that that's our market. So our value is already, it's a hypothesis that has been tested, and wine really needs us. So it's not like we start something from scratch and everyone like, and we have 21 replies. No, we know that this market is our very targeted market, and companies there really need our service. So yeah, so I hope that was helpful. Please give me some reactions. I will be very grateful. Thank you.